Good evening, teacher. My name is Gabriela Jacqueline Pati Lima. In this opportunity, I'm gonna talk about Book 26, Lesson 2, Grammar Review. The grammar that I will explain are simple past tense versus present perfect tense, suffix "os", and preposition of time. Let's start with the first grammar. Simple past tense versus present perfect tense. Simple past tense indicates an action which is completed at in a specific time, and maybe simple past tense has different meanings or maybe uses. Let's look some of them. We can use it for a series of completed actions in the past. I visited my grandmother, stayed for 1 hour, then I went to my home. My brother woke up, washed his face, got dressed, and left home. We can use it for completed actions. He went to Paris 4 days ago. We saw him last Sunday. We can use it for single period of time and with a time expressions. He had a girlfriend for 3 years. My father talked on the phone for 5 minutes. We can use it for the habit in the past if it is a used adverb of frequency. I always did my homework on time when I was a student. My mother always read me tales before I went to bed. Present perfect tense is the same. The present perfect tense have different meanings or maybe uses. Let's look some of them. Finished actions, past events with a result in the present. She has lost her wallet. In this case, it may be in the past she lost her wallet, and now the wallet continues lost. Recent complete actions. I have just finished my project. Judge is an adverb that are indicating that maybe the project or maybe the person finished the project no longer ago. Unfinished actions. During duration from past until now. I have lived in Paris for 5 years. Maybe the person continued living in Paris. Multiple actions at different times. I have seen Jessie several times. In these cases, maybe it's an action that is common, or maybe the person always did do or did the actions. Life experience. Have you ever eaten sushi before? In this case, we are using present perfect, maybe for ask. Maybe hobbies or maybe activities that a person maybe do. Accomplishments or achievements. A man has walked on the moon. Change over time. I have become more interested in medical issues. Maybe these persons have an interest in medical issues. Maybe in the past the person was interested in, I don't know, maybe cars, for example. Nouns to adjective "os". Adding the suffix "os" is a letter or a group of letters that can be added to a word to change its meaning. Commonly, "os" means full of. Let's look some nouns that are converted in adjectives. Hazardous, erroneous, advantageous, gaseous, injurious, and thunderous. Let's look at the examples. Surface water made driving conditions hazardous. I don't trust in this web page. It contains a lot of erroneous information. Matter can be solid, gaseous, or liquid. Her experience placed her in an advantageous position in the company. If we notice, We are in the sentences we are changing the nouns. We are adding os, and the nouns are converting in adjectives. Next, preposition review. This preposition that we see in the screen are prepositions that we already studied in other books. But in this explanation, maybe this explanation will be a refresh to maybe understand better what is the meaning of the preposition. For example, about means approximately. After later than, around, approximately, at, used with a point of time, before, earlier than, between, used to show the separation of two times, by, no later than, during, while a period of time or event is happening, for, length of time, from, used to indicate a starting time, in a period of future appointment, of, before, on, date, over, stretching, between two times after, sorry, past means after. Sorry, in the case of over, please omit the part that says after. In this case, it is part of the preposition past. I make a mistake in this part, so sorry. Since is used to show beginning time, throughout duration, till up to the time, to not long before in direction of, toward not long before in direction of, under less than, until up to the time. And okay, in this part we can see the last part, but it's with. That means at the time and rate together. Okay, I gonna explain this or some of these preposition with some examples. For example, with at, you must be at 9:45. In this case, at maybe is giving us a specific point of time. That means, or in this case, the sentence says at 9:45. Before, with before. Check in with the captain before 3 o'clock. In this case, is maybe is emphasizing the hour, no? Before, earlier than. And maybe with from. Mrs. Smith will arrive a week from tomorrow. In this case, as we see, from is used to indicate a starting time. And maybe other example, maybe with by. By the end of the hour, the students were able to do work on their own. In this case, maybe by have the same meaning as toward, not long before, in direction of, or maybe no later than. Some of these prepositions have the same meaning, maybe are synonymous, but maybe the difference will be when we use in maybe specific topics, or maybe in specific times. It could vary. That's it.